Dear participants, while I regret not being able to join you in the beautiful Abruzzo region today, I am pleased to deliver this message related to the topics of this Innovation Automotive Forum, which could not have been better timed. As we all know, the automotive industry is facing an unprecedented challenge, the green and digital transition. This includes aspects of technological innovations, digitalization, energy transition, and most importantly, the skills needed to manage the transition successfully. That is why I would like to reflect on these challenges and how the Automotive Skills Alliance helps to puzzle all the pieces together by addressing one of them: skills needed for the sustainable future of the automotive ecosystem. The automotive industry is one of the strategic EU industries supporting its global competitiveness. The automotive sector employs altogether around 13 million Europeans and produces 7% of EU's GDP, while covering almost one-third of the EU's R&D private investments. Additionally, it has an important multiplier effect on the other sectors, for instance, namely steel, chemical, textile, batteries, ICT, chips, repair, and mobility services. Due to the uptake in digitalization, for instance, the automotive industry is experiencing major changes. On the one hand, we are talking about the digitalization of the product. For example, we are witnessing new advanced ICT solutions, development of AI, quick update and uptake in the connected vehicle development, data analytics, cloud solutions, and so on. On the other hand, digitalization impacts processes and production. Industry 4.0, 5.0, with advanced in robotics, additive manufacturing, and subsequently the human-centric approach. In addition to digitalization, the green transition brought a shift towards zero and low-emission vehicles, including circular economy and sustainable logistics, along with technological advancements and new digital solutions. The twin transition, naturally, requires reliable and competitive energy resources and supply of raw materials. And I am here today to stress that none of these aspects will ensure a successful transition without the educated and trained workforce with the right skills for the job. What we can witness particularly, but not only, in the automotive sector, workers lack the necessary competencies and there is lack of qualified people for the new emerging jobs. The impact is further seen in the education and training institutions, challenged by missing clarity on the skills needs, the frequent need of curricular updates, creating new courses, the needed support of lifelong learning activities. As we are aware, the twin transition also means a societal change, impacting all the actors involved: the industry, the education and training providers, social partners, and public authorities at all levels. Specifically, the regional and local authorities closest to their automotive ecosystems are those responsible for implementing the policies and measures in support of a fair and successful transition. Regions are in touch with the stakeholders and are often in charge of the regional educational system. Therefore, I believe the priority is to help to bring a clarity to this whole process by conducting the regional impact assessment as a part of the strategic European approach. This includes, for instance, up-to-date information on the skills needs on the one hand and the education and training offer on the other. We don't need to invent brand new solutions to facilitate the regional approach. We should build on the existing good practices that can be shared between European regions and possibly further replicated. And that is exactly the approach that we are taking within the Automotive Skills Alliance as the Pack4Skills partnership in the automotive mobility ecosystems. It brings together partners from the industry, from the education training providers, social partners, and regions to jointly work on the skills agenda topics. This includes, for instance, skills intelligence to support the creation of the new training courses and their update, sharing good practices, and building a joint approach to the quality and recognition of the courses. As the movement, as the Pack4Skills partnership, we are focused on the implementation of substantial actions to support the ecosystem. To conclude, the challenges of the automotive mobility ecosystem will only be successfully managed with a strong skill-centered approach. The European automotive workforce and the continuous up and reskilling actions rely on the partners working together at European, national, but most importantly, regional levels. I am happy to lead the Automotive Skills Alliance as one of such strategic horizontal partnerships. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a great Innovation Automotive Forum.